Ooh, quality options straight off the bat. Lucky me. I think I still have a debug profile for practicing. Yeah, Hacks, how's it going? Okay, audio is working. The game was quiet then. Right, I am trying to work on Delta, because getting on the Zeppelin at the end has been giving me some issues. There's an alternate route that I want to try out. Very nice, that's good to hear. Yeah, I've got to run all the way over. Yeah, I moved at the wrong time as well. I might be limping. It's a good start.
I'll never get this open.
Come on. You said, oh yeah, I can have 3 through this. Because I'm not actually on a run. See you, Kate. No, too much. It's one fast Zeppelin. I love the honk. That's supposed to be such an ominous sound effect, but when you play it in quick motion, it's just a little beep. Ah, that's beautiful. Alright, yeah. If I can zap him and he goes flying. Come on. Boom. Alright, almost at the point where I can make a quick save. Yeah, Cal, how's it going? I'm sorry, it's too easy. Alright, quick save. Push button, can I jump on top of this quickly? Not really. I need to get on there as quickly as possible.
Thanks.
Yeah, Jamie, how's it going? Alright, that gets me up there. No, don't push me off. Come on. So I want this to be the back of the Zeppelin. So it's now pushing me in the right direction. So just staying here. What does this do? Not what I'd like it to do.
You're really good back there, son.
Ah! Well,
Yeah.
oh dear. That's not the intended strat.
Thanks.
I just want to stay, I guess, away from the edge so I can still jump. Maybe kind of stuck back there now. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. There we go. You just have to keep jumping to make sure you don't stop. There is the risk of falling off, though.
We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
Well, you can do this. Whether it's easy or not, I don't know. You just kind of have to keep jumping and hoping. Try that one again. Because getting on this, like, trying to climb up on top of this, then climbing on this, and then being, like, halfway through a jump right as the map transitions so that you can get on top of this is not particularly fun.
Thanks.
So I can do it this way. In a friendly game of golf. I was watching Cosmic just now playing Pummel Party. I might pick up a copy of that, it looks fun. If people want to do that as a multiplayer thing. Like Mario Party, but brutal. Hey. Definitely a risk of falling off, but it's repeatable.
You're really good back there, Simon. We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering tonight which props are not going to spawn in for me. They seem to like doing that at the moment. I stopped having that issue when I was playing any percent, but no major glitches, it just seems to have come back in full force.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making
Come on.
sounds. I'm still saying things.
Yeah, you'll have fun when you get to sewers, though. I think Ryan's streaming tonight as well.
So my mind
Oh yeah, I added
is
another
pretending
point reward.
nothing's different.
You can now make me take a sip, which seems to be a common one that everyone else has got on theirs. So if you want to waste 1,000 points,
I've found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me go?
why am I just
Think
continuing
take
this? Take a sip would be dangerous for you. Yeah, I don't usually have like open alcohol on my desk, so I don't have your problem.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jamie. I will take that in just a sec when I'm not jumping. No! No, come on. Just keep jumping. Don't fall into the gap. I can redeem... I can get that when I'm running. No, come on, come on. If you fall down in here, it's over, basically. Oh, maybe not. You just need to be off the ground there. Hello? Could I get up, please? Thank you.
You're really good back there, Simon. Is that
Yeah.
a slight Delta detour?
Yeah.
One sip. Please don't drown me.
That's great. Oh, sorry. We just can't stop thinking about what we've become.
Spamming about
It's clear that
10.
we're no longer human.
Yeah, Cosmic also bought a box of Bean Boozled,
How can I feel
and for
like anything at
10,000
all?
points he would
Exactly. I
he'd
don't
take one of
have
those.
ears, no mouth.
I could do it with the spicy peanuts that I've got, but
Making sounds. I'm
I think my
still
stomach would
sane.
hate me for that. I've still got these guys unopened. I still haven't finished the second bag. Like, the novelty's worn off now. They don't taste particularly nice. They're just hot peanuts. And I don't really feel like having more. I would definitely recommend the cheese curls, though. Like, they're incredible.
I found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope?
Well, I've had more luck with that approach to getting out of the Zeppelin than I have really with the regular one. You just have to make sure not to get stuck down on the edge.
Thanks.
Hey, Yonko, how's it going? Soma head. Is there a reference I'm missing here? Kinda worked. Yeah, if there was a reference, I've missed it. Yeah, that's much more comfortable. You just have to be careful here because it does pull you backwards.
You're really good back there, Simon.
Whee!
Yeah.
Still kind of tricky, but a lot harder to fall off, I guess. Get to make bad jokes. Bad jokes are the best jokes. And what else did I want to practice here? I guess Tau, just to see if there's anything that can
We just can't stop thinking about what we've become.
affect him.
It's clear that we're no longer human.
I was already in that one.
But then how
Not
can
that
I
one.
feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all?
Yeah, Tau's the other thing that's just been killing my runs recently. And watch it go perfectly this time.
Never been happier to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
Where's my F9 key? Let's see what happens if I make noise there. Because he is active at this point, his sensors are just kind of disabled. But he might still wander over to things. If I can kite him a bit further this way, that's a good thing. Yep, perfect spot. Maybe not the perfect spot. Oh, shit. Still brushed him. I'm trying to cut that too fine. You really don't have much room. If you touch him at all, he's straight after you. I'm going to make my save there, actually. right before the door opens. Actually, there. Nope, he's not happy with that either. And now because I've made my save here, he's always going to be in the same place. Cool. Can't get past him. Just wants hugs. Yeah, I'm not in the mood. Cool. It's just getting in worse and worse places now. Do I just not sprint through here? He went that way? What? Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's just standing there. Oh no. That's not what I want. I mean, that would be ideal. Bye. So I guess don't sprint against the door is where I've been making the mistake. So I'm just walking against it. He doesn't seem to care as much. Or he still cares. Yeah, he cares. I've just been getting really lucky with my previous runs. Just gonna slowly inch my way in, and he's in a bad spot. Go away! Oh, it doesn't work for him. If he starts charging, he does not care anymore. My best choice there is to just hope that he doesn't care anymore around the corner. He will eventually start chasing you. Just listening for where he is. Hey, buddy. Bye. Also, have a friendo. I think this is just going to depend on how he feels when I get here. Because there is absolutely no reasoning behind his choices here. Yeah, he didn't like that. He was fine with that. I don't get it anymore. He's just given up. He's just gone into the other part of the station. Randomness worries me. Me too. It worries you. Okay. Oh, he's there. That's the worst scenario. Now I don't know where he is. Oh, he's there. Run a full loop. That was bad timing. That was really bad timing. Stay. As long as he's not actually actively chasing after you, if you look at him, he'll stumble for a little bit. But if he's in a rage and starts sprinting at you, there's nothing you can do. But every time I've just done throwaway runs of this category, I've just got past him absolutely fine. Yeah, that's when he just doesn't care anymore. Usually if you bump into him. Like, the alternative is grabbing a prop and like throwing it down there. And hoping he doesn't see you. He probably will. Hey buddy. He's not happy. Oh. Okay. I do not understand anymore. Stay there though. Hey Nim, thank you for the good luck. How's it going? I'm just kiting a monster around at the moment. Work was rough, but you survived. That's good to hear. That you survived, not that it was rough. Particularly busy or just dead? I'd assume it was dead, but people don't seem to be paying much attention to quarantine anymore. I've PB'd in total by like a minute and 20 since I started on Thursday. But it's still giving me issues in some places. Like this area that I'm practicing has always hit me. A ton of shifts piled into 1 week. Ah. Hopefully it's all over now. Like this guy. I hate this guy so much. Coming over here, buddy? Oh no. He's just gonna run straight past. Just went full speed down the wrong way. Like a comic book character. Alright, this area is too random to really practice any specific strat. I still don't really know how his AI works. So I'm just going to try a run and hope for the best. Also, I like how on the request panel, the reject all button has gone off screen. GG Twitch. Alright, what's the worst that can happen? I clicked the wrong button. Shit. What's the worst that can happen? I could completely fuck up at the first hurdle. What emo is that? snuck like this. Alright. New game. So where's my markers at?
Are you okay, Simon? I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
Simon, please don't make this weird.
Does the
No, it's not
timer
like
start?
Why now?
Who's David Munchie?
There you go, that was a
Why is
freebie.
there never enough time?
For
Go.
what?
Christ. Yeah, I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett.
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie.
Okay, I do have the right splits
Brain
loaded.
scan. I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing to check once you've already started a run.
Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon. There it is.
Good enough. That might be 101 pace.
Feels like milk, but the taste.
I'm still not part of the cool kids club that got 101, 1 minute flats. Biddy. That's still bad. If you do apartment absolutely perfectly, you can get like a 100.8 or something. You don't have much time left.
It's all a lie. Stinking awful lie. Won't find me in a boat. All the big stuff.
Less or more comfy to run? It's about the same in its own special way. There's a lot more monster encounters. In some cases, you actually have to get chased by them. So it's more stressful if you don't like that sort of thing.
Hello? That's amazing. Dr. Munchie?
But there's far less chance of falling off the map.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon
Aw.
Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well,
In terms of run consistency,
but I'm working on it.
I lose more runs of this category
Is
than
this
any
part of
percent, to
your
be
thesis
honest.
work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleagues.
That's half
called
because I don't understand it as well.
Design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh, did you take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever.
And then the other half because it's actually difficult. You'll see. There's a lot more to remember. So this used to be glitchless. It's now no major glitches because we do technically go out of bounds in a few places. People didn't like calling it glitchless for that reason. Even though being out of bounds is not technically a glitch
All right.
because we don't actually go through any solid geometry.
You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
But it made it more palatable to change the name.
1988, July 16th.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Well, this hurt.
Yeah, the last time I ran this properly was
Getting your picture taken.
like a year and a half ago at this point, and I only did 3 runs of it
Let's hope they're wrong.
just to get like a baseline time.
Say cheese.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
What happened?
Alright, let's not clip through everything.
Hello?
Let's get out of the window at least. Spooky things have happened. Go away. If I push this button too early, there's a monster in there that kills you. I have to wait for him to leave. Which the only cue you've got is the audio.
Service console
God, I'd be talking to Kath by this point. Normally.
activated. Tool chip found. Tool chip.
We can't just use a fire extinguisher and get through the door, so we have to open it the correct way. He who grows, doing things the correct way. Who'd ever do that? One thing that will be familiar though, that we still do in No Major Glitches, is backing out of here, because this vent door is non-solid. This is totally not a glitch. Nothing to see here. Neither is getting in through this wall. Ow. Like, neither of those points are solid. Sorry, Carl. Also, no flying on cheapo chairs.
Hey, are you there?
That was kind of
On the
bad.
dome ceiling.
Oh, that's better. Simon, was it?
Jared, Simon Jared.
Hi, Simon. I'm Catherine. Have you
Look at me, I'm
found
giving away all
the
these
puzzle?
free sips.
Me? I was hoping you'd have some answers.
I probably have some. What do you want to know?
Where do you even begin? I mean, what is this place? How did I get here? And why do the robots talk like they're people?
Well, you're at Upsilon, clearly.
I guess most people don't want to spend their money because they want to kill a run at some point.
Is that really important?
No, I mean, where
They don't want to spend it all on making me drink
I
things.
don't know what that is.
That's unexpected. Did you come directly from Toronto?
Yeah, I did. And it was very unexpected.
Have you seen any people? Like staff or field technicians?
Only robots, crazy ones. Except for one. I think he was in pain. I'm not sure what to do.
He said he was hurting.
Sort of.
Damn it.
I don't know. What was that? Whoa!
There's your sip.
What's going on?
I think this place is about to collapse. What do I do?
Simon, come to Lambda.
How do I get there?
There are shuttle trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come here. I'll wait for you.
Although, because of the current drink, I could rename it to 1,000 points and I'll do Coke on stream. That's milk. I've not had milk in so long.
How is this possible?
Alright, this is the jump that I always used to mess up and probably will again. I hate this jump. Yep. Yeah, I made it. So there's a strat here called No. At least that's what Cosmic started calling it, and I've kind of followed with him. It's a climb that I found to get over a cliff. It's incredibly finicky and usually just doesn't work at all. But it saves like 30 seconds over the previous strat, so we kind of have to use it. Even though everyone hates it. So you stand on this little outcrop and just jump at the wall and hope. And sometimes you make it up. That was a bad one. Normally you can get up in one go. This route is awful. The whole route is awful. Yeah, when Cosmic was actively running this category, his split for this, like this entire split was just called No. Say the thing, Simon. Thank you.
Where did I get a flashlight?
Let's hope the shuttle still works.
Yeah, I still need to find like 2 minutes of time saved to get second place back. And I don't know where I'm going to get that. Sorry, Amy.
Shit, are you okay?
Are you okay? He says already halfway down the hall. Hello? Thank you. Also, because we interact with more props in this run, there's a higher chance of props just not loading in and killing runs. Like, the lever I pulled before getting into the train here sometimes can just not be there. If that happens, you can't proceed. You can't even save the game and reload because it still won't be there. The state of all props is persisted whenever you save the game, and that includes not being there. The only way to continue the run would be to load a save from a previous map and just go through it all again, which you really don't want to do. And some of those props can be pretty late into the run as well. How often does that happen? It's rare, but I've had it a lot recently. I've had quite a few runs die to just not having props. Way more than I should. This is the third day of streaming, and I haven't had a stream yet that hasn't had it happen at least like once or twice. Whereas in any percent, I can usually go like a week's worth of streams without seeing a prop missing. So I don't know what's going on there. Hey Jack, how's it going? Missed out on an hour of the stream. I've only been live for 40 minutes. You good? Making a deep fried meme. That sounds delicious. How's it going? Crunch Plus. Crispy. The plus wasn't supposed to be there. It adds to it.
Here we go again.
Tell I took a bit of damage earlier because you see Simon just sort of go, just like sit to the side. Oh no, Yonko, what happened? Oh, right.
I can find Lambda, right?
I thought maybe Burnout was being mean to you again.
Taking Associate B.
Yeah, Zayzet, how's it going? And from 10:40 to 8:30, that's quite a jump. Congrats. Oh, get up. Can't be mean if you don't play it. This is true. Very true. Yo, Draco, thank you very much for the 22-month resub, you madman. The horror game about finding instant noodles at the bottom of the ocean. Sober. Indeed. How's it going, man? Long time no see? I'm limping a bit, so I'm going to lose quite a bit of time on this split. About finding some Pepsi at the bottom of the ocean? I don't get it. Oh, soda. I should read the first bit. Now you're eating another dinner? Truly living the life. Ah, get up. Draco, you might be interested in this. I actually found an intact copy of my last SA2B PB on an old hard drive. It still lives. PB analysis when? Oh god. I always felt bad about that run because I was like a minute and a half ahead and then failed Final Rush skip. I ended Final Rush like 6 seconds ahead. No! Shit. Fuck that jump. No! Shit. I keep hitting continue. New game. I hate that jump so much. If you slip off that rock and don't get like jump across to the ship, it's a 45-second time loss.
Are you okay, Simon?
And Simon likes to just not jump.
Bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley.
Yeah, I was thinking of trying SA2 again as like an April Fool's thing, but it never happened in the
No,
end.
it's not like that.
Just do like one stream, go straight into runs with no practice or warm up and just see how bad I am.
Why is there never enough time?
For what?
Maybe next year.
Christ. Yeah, I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett?
Yeah, that's me.
I'd probably start off terribly, but by the time I got to the end, I could probably get Eternal Engine skip or something again.
All right.
Yeah, just.
I'd probably get comfortable enough by the end of the
Are we
run.
still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you.
Shouldn't treat Hero Stories runs like that. I don't mean it like that.
Don't
Just
worry,
like
I got it somewhere.
Okay, great.
April Fools is more just like me getting back into the game, not because it's not something I want to do. Not this game is a joke. It's a tough game. It's a good speed game. It just
There it is.
I don't know. The community put me off. In the sense that it punches you
It feels like milk, but
if you let it.
it's like sucking on a penny.
Is that a 103? Ew. Yeah, I get you. It's unfortunate. I enjoyed running the game when I did. But my PB I wasn't happy with because of the ending. Every run that I did afterwards, I couldn't get close to my pace, like before Final Rush. So I just ended up not really caring about it anymore. Maybe one day I'll go back. Give it another chance.
I guess. Hello?
Ah,
That's
there's a difference. My friend called from work. You don't pick up work calls.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Piss most of the time save away on CGSS.
But I'm working on it.
I never learnt CGSS.
Is this part
I
of
did
the
learn
basic
CGS, but I didn't want to use it until I needed it.
Colleague Paul Berg, we hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you.
That and I was terrible at the first like spin dash across the gap.
Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
So even if I did ever come to the point where I needed it, I couldn't rely on it. I don't know, my reaction time of getting like proper spin dash jumps just wasn't good enough to get the distance.
All right. Let me just get this out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
I think people started using it more
Munchie.
just as I was leaving.
1988, July 16th.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Well, this hurt.
I kind of stopped running the game back around the time where the second revision of Spades Tools was like just starting to make the rounds.
Let's hope they're wrong.
So people had more chance of practicing it then.
Cheese.
Speaking of Spades Tools, I could never get that to work, ever.
What happened?
I don't know, it just didn't like me.
Hello? Mr. Munchie?
Now, what issue did I have? Everything? It literally just didn't work. Like, none of the button mappings for the controller worked at all. If it thinks the game isn't open, like, it wouldn't work if it was literally just the game and Space Tool. The very first version that came out did work, but the revised copy, like Spades Tool version 1.1 or 2.0 or whatever it was, that stopped working completely. Like, hey, it's been rewritten to work better, and just doesn't work for me.
Including pilot scene activated. Tool chip found. Tool chip.
I don't know, maybe I was just doing something wrong. It's usually the case.
What was that?
It kind of feels good coming back to this, though, because for the longest time recently I've been sucked into so many racing game speedruns, which is another thing that I said I'd never felt like doing when I first started running. I was just like, oh, I don't see the point in racing game speedruns. Like, where's the challenge other than just going faster out laps? And here I am running like 6 of them. Or at least it feels like that. Being out of bounds itself is not a glitch. Both getting out of bounds there and getting back in bounds go through non-solid walls. The game does nothing to stop you getting out there. So you never glitched. No! Yeah. Yeah, Burnout 3 has been super fun to run, but also kind of annoying at times. I had fun with Viper doing the all crash junctions run as well.
I found the dome.
We raced that at one point. I should do that run again.
Oh, that's better. Simon, was it?
Jared, Simon Jared.
Hi, Simon.
Oh, for sure. I sunk so much time into Burnout 2 and 3.
Me? I was hoping you'd have some answers.
I probably have some. What do you want to know?
Where to even begin? I mean, what is this place? How did I get here? And why did the
We are the lazy generation. Nope.
Well, you're in
You couldn't.
Echelon, clearly. Have you never been there before? Where did you work?
The Grimoire and
Like
the
90% of my music tastes were shaped by Burnout 3. You look at my library, most of the songs that were on Burnout 3 I've got the albums of, or discographies of, or things inspired by that.
Yeah, I did. And it was very unexpected.
Have you seen any people? Like staff or field technicians?
Only robots.
Like that sort of music is still
Except
most
for
of what I
one.
listen to.
I think he was in pain. I'm not sure what to do.
He said he was hurting.
Sort of. I don't know. What was that? Whoa!
What's going on?
I think this place is about to collapse. What do I do?
Simon, come to Lambda.
How do I get there?
There are several trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come here. I'll wait for you.
Shit! Where should I? Oh, fuck!
Language, Simon. Yeah, no respect. Also, watch his knuckles on his right hand when he starts, like, transferring. Like, the knuckles, like, spike outwards. It's really weird.
What the hell?
Once you see it, you can never unsee it.
How is this possible? This is insane!
Get up. Jump! Thank you. It's been so long since I've properly played this game that Simon's legs are just completely seized up. Alright, take 2 at no.
Where did I get a flashlight?
Easily one of the worst parts of the game. Yeah. Okay, it worked that time. That's a good no. It doesn't save or waste any time coming down through that beam up there, but it just looks super cool. Just kind of like weave your way down.
Let's hope the shuttle still works.
Now, in terms of running Burnout, though, Burnout Paradise has been an absolute blast to play and run. It's not the OG experience, but the freedom of routing just makes it so fun.
Shit, are you okay?
Like, if you don't like an event, just do a different one. Is it Nim that got me into racing speedruns? Yeah, pretty much. The first racing speedrun I did was Forza Horizon, which I picked up with my Xbox One. When I got that one, I bought the Xbox intending to do runs of Crackdown, which I still haven't learned how to run. That was a year ago. But while I was in CEX picking up some extra accessories, I thought, hey, I might as well just get a copy of Forza Horizon, because Nim had been running it like a few weeks before that. It was like £8 at CEX. And it turned out to be really fun to play.
Expressway to the stars. What started as a thermal mining operation in the 60s has now become home to the Omega space gun.
After that, I think I just sat on Forza Horizon for a while and then picked up Burnout Paradise a bit later. But now I've done Paradise, Burnout 3, Need for Speed The Run. I would like to do Need for Speed Underground 2, but that's a very long run. And at this point, like, if I was to learn it now, it's not something I could comfortably finish in one stream. So I don't know what to do about that, really. But it's not really a racing game, but it is mostly driving. Driver San Francisco is another one that I got into recently. And I had more fun than I thought I would playing racing games. That they're more comfortable to just sit down and play. Yeah, well, Aslan, how's it going? That it is. It's more comfortable with a racing game to just sit down and start a run and not worry too much about your time. Burnout's a bit different because it's so volatile. But something like Forza Horizon, as long as you're not like coming into it for the first time in months, you don't usually lose that much time so long as your lap times are okay. You can still comfortably take a break, come back and still get a decent time. Yeah, the route's the only thing you really need to worry about. As long as once you're in an event you're semi-competent at getting around the track without crashing or losing events, there's not really that much time variance. So was Forza Horizon like my first like glitchless run? Like truly glitchless run? It might have been. Because before that it was SA2, Soma, Half-Life 2, all like heavily glitched games. It took a racing game for me to stop glitching. SA2 is glitchless, of course. CGSS was the developer intended route. It's just a spin dash jump, exactly. It's their fault for not putting a kill plane in the right place.
I can find Lambda, right? I mean, really? How big can this ocean be?
The thing I love about this run and any percent is he always says, I can find Lambda, right? How hard can it be? We never go to Lambda. He never finds Lambda. There are no bounds. Alright, let's see if I fall off this time. I think the worst enemies in this game are the hills. You just get stuck on so many things. Hey, does the SA2 community still do the Pumpkin Hill Centurions at Halloween? That could be a fun thing to stream this year. Just do it on my own. Just go in completely blind, relearn all the pieces. I think I took part in the first one, but I wasn't part of the race room. I just kind of did it on my own stream. This is the wrong hill. That's not a hill. Oh dear. Okay, we're good. Losing a ton of time though. Get up, Simon! Hey! That's how it was supposed to go last time. Without getting lost on the way.
Alright, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
Nah, move! Just casually kicking someone's remains. As you do. Just Soma things. A complete city escape without the analog stick. I've seen your attempts at that. That said, if we're at ESA again and we've got someone... I don't think Mustache is going to be at an ESA again. But if we can find like 4 people to do it, I'd be definitely down to do the... Ah, shit. Do the 2-player 1 controller race.
Attention crew, this is your captain.
That was terrible. Like, that race was a ton of fun. Complete no stick in under 2:30. You're getting to the point where you're almost beating my actual C PB. I think my best time without CE skip is like a 2:03.
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency business.
But if you have a video of that one, or its current like state, I'd love to see that. I can imagine it would be. Oh my god, Simon. I'm gonna be at least like 30 seconds down. Nah, move!
Here, what are all these emergency? What did you do?
I messed up, okay?
Nothing wrong here.
Out of here?
Yes, I just need to pump the water out and get a trajectory in place.
Hurry up.
Just a second. All right, taking off.
Oh, I fell
Hold
out.
on to something.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I just meant if you had one to hand, I'd like to see it, but if you're still working on it or whatever.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
Thought I was done for back there.
Seems like the WoW is keeping the Curie
Do Soma
facility
without
in a
mouse?
catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
There's no way of turning
The
around.
black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a
This isn't like SA2 where if I jump into a wall, it'll turn me 90 degrees or something.
So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or
Ain't
think like
happening,
you.
I'm afraid.
It's more like a cancer.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected.
That's a thing, actually. I did want to pick up a steering wheel at some point to do burnout runs. If I could find some way of like custom mapping it to play Soma with a steering wheel, I'll give it a go. That could be fun. Pick up and put things down with the right paddle. I do enjoy the runs that are done on the wrong controllers. I've said before on stream, I used to play Left 4 Dead with a pen and tablet.
I'll never get this open.
Not for speedruns, but just for like playing through single player. It works surprisingly well.
You're the rescue team, huh?
Actually surprised I didn't lose that much time.
Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Theta.
I thought my Curie inside in PB was good. A SAT-X with the Mega Drive pad, that could be cool. Right, so I'm going to try the alternate skip here on the Zeppelin. I was practicing it earlier to decent success, but now I'm on an actual run, it probably won't work.
The Zeppelin's on its way. Better get ready.
I'm not the first one to do it this way, but I'm the first one to purposefully do it this way. Someone has managed to do a run with this particular method accidentally.
Zeppelin.
Get up. No. Okay, never mind. I got completely stuck in it. Alright, I'm losing time anyway.
Down, we're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta, at least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get
Oh,
us to
pretty much dead run,
It's a
so
cargo
perfect time to
transport.
test it.
They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
And for anyone interested,
Then you know how
thank you,
it
Jamie.
works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be
For
easier
anyone
to just
interested,
take one
next
from a
week,
robot.
What?
I will be doing Crash Insane Trilogy.
Other chips?
The toolbox
Not to
over there
speedrun it,
says it has a stun
just doing a
device.
casual
You can use
playthrough.
that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us a chip. Guess I had no choice.
I was watching Blood Thunder's stream last night. Quite often he does frictional anthology runs, so he does the 3 Penumbra games, the 2 Amnesia games, and Soma all back to back. It's like a 5 to 6 hour run usually.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
He also does it with like the BioShock games as well. He'll play all of them in one
I
sitting.
get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
I need to figure out if Twitch actually has an API for the requests yet, so I can make a custom
Doesn't want me to think about it.
interface for it,
It's really getting
because
hard to
the
think.
default one is kind of clunky.
Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There's a new thing.
Thanks.
No, let me up. Stay on it, Simon. No, Simon. No, come on, Simon. Get out of the corner. Jump, you moron. Jump like you've never jumped before. And it didn't work. I said it wouldn't work on a run. There you go.
You're really
Oh, well.
good back there, Simon. We got a slight delta
How many
detour
times did it
from
work in a
West
row in
Side.
practice? And I said as soon as I start a run, it won't work.
Cargo platform just outside Theta. Then
Just wouldn't
get
jump.
inside,
Again.
dump back, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way.
Because Simon is
We don't
thick.
have to worry though, because with the done back, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. It'll hold for anything.
That's great.
And then
No.
start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how
This run completely died.
conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human.
No.
But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all?
It's
Actually, I don't have any
about
feelings
30 seconds
to talk
lost.
about. Christ,
So the run died.
I mean, I'm making
Welcome to I don't want to run this category anymore.
think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
Simon.
I don't want to run this category any %.
No, it's not like that. Why now?
Who's David Munchie?
Why is there never enough time?
Yeah, I mean, I took my time down by over a minute, so I guess I could be kind of happy in that. Just, ugh. I can't stand this.
Yeah, I'm up.
I just want to go through walls.
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
The brain scan. I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
What happened? I got stuck in the Zeppelin. Before I started runs tonight, I practiced a new way of getting on top of the Zeppelin, and it worked every single time. And I said at the time that as soon as I start a run, it won't work. And lo and behold, it didn't work. Just annoying. You're obliged to reset if you accidentally trigger a glitch. For me, yes, because the amount of time taken to like rectify it would be too much to continue a run and still get a PB. But if you have a lot of time save left to go, you can just reload a save from before you glitched. So you try not to do any glitch that will affect your gameplay, and if it does affect your gameplay at all, you have to reload a save.
Ah, I guessed it. That's amazing. Dr. Munchie?
Unfortunately, some of the physics props that you interact with in this game don't like to load in. It's very rare, but some of those props are ones like doors that you'd obviously need to open.
Is this part of your thesis?
If that happens, regardless of the pace you're on, you have to basically just kill the run. It's really annoying when it does happen. On the flip side, you can also have them that actually kill your run by not having props that you need for the run. Basically, any prop that can be moved or interacted with in specific ways, like any doors, any levers, any buttons, they all have a random chance of just not spawning in. And if you reload a save made within the map state has already been corrupted and it won't be there again. You have to load a save from a previous map, go through the transition again, and hope that it doesn't do it a second time.
Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
It's like when I get to transport station and I restore the power, just before I get in the shuttle I have to like open a cabinet and pull a lever down. That lever is one of the ones that is quite often not there. You can't continue if it isn't.
Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.
But in terms of anything missing that doesn't kill your run because you can't continue, like any doors missing that you'd normally have to open that you could just run straight through, we don't accept those runs. Because you've had an unfair advantage of the game just being dumb. We have to enforce that, otherwise people would just mod their games to remove those props. And just say, oh, I got lucky. Like 50 runs in a row. Which is unfortunate, because sometimes you could be on absolutely godly pace and the game will just be like, oh, your run died. And there's nothing you can do about it. Please leave. Ooh, frame perfect. Yeah, if I was to muscle memory here and like clip through the door rather than actually opening it properly, I'd have to reload a save from before. Or just restart. And when you've run any percent for 3 to 4 years, it's very difficult to not muscle memory things. Like, you'll see when I'm doing runs even now, like, I gravitate towards specific props that we use in any percent. And I have to kind of, like, steer myself away from them.
Ah! What was that?
It's a gold lab. Please don't hurt me. Thank you. I would like to just finish a run tonight. Yeah, that lever that I just pulled is another one that cannot be there. Like just any of those little physics props.
Hey, are you there? I found the dome ceiling.
Oh, that's better. Simon, was it?
Jared, Simon Jared.
Hi, Simon. I'm Catherine.
Sometimes going back to a previous save isn't that
I
bad,
was hoping you'd have some answers.
but sometimes like
Probably have some.
you'll get so far like into a level and the previous save is all the way back in the previous map and it's just it's minutes of time lost.
Well, you're at Upsilon, clearly. Have you never been there before? Where did you work?
The Grimoire in Toronto. Is that really important?
No, I mean, where did you work at Pezos 2?
I don't know what that is.
That's unexpected. Did you come directly from Toronto?
Yeah, I did. And it was very unexpected.
Yeah, on Thursday I got like 40, 45 minutes into the run and one of the necessary props was missing.
Except for one. I think he was in pain. I'm not sure what to do.
He said he was hurting.
Sort of. I don't know. What was that?
Ow.
Whoa!
What's going on?
I think this place is about to collapse.
No.
What do I do?
Fuck.
Simon, come to Lambda.
How do I get there?
There are 7 trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come.
Simon, come to Lambda. He never does. He never does.
Shit! Where should I? Oh, fuck!
No take 3. Yeah, so when I say I gravitate towards props, because of any percent, whenever I start this level, I automatically look at the sheet on the ground in front of me.
What the hell?
Like, I've got to jump on that and set up a prop hover. Then I remember I'm doing this category and I can't.
This isn't
So I have to like steer away from it and head over here. And weep internally. For anyone who's only run this category, it's pretty easy to just get a comfortable run out, but for someone who's run any percent for so long, I make a lot of mistakes. I think I got halfway through Omicron once and just started clipping through walls. I was like, hold on. No, get up. The hill's been kind of nice to me tonight. It's not always that nice. Yeah, so as I run down the slope here, I'm looking at the train on the left to see whether the door is missing or not. Because if it is, I have to go all the way back to like 2 maps ago at this point. I've not hit an autosave in a while.
How did I... Let's hope the shuttle. Where did I get a flashlight?
So please be there. Alright, door's there. Good. Is the lever there, though?
Shit. Are you okay?
So in case it wasn't apparent, this game is perfectly stable and never has any bugs. No sir, none? Okay, lever's there.
Shuttle J6 activated. Warning. Unreliable power. Proceed with caution.
Oh. I'm smart. I thought I broke something.
Welcome to Pathos 2, your expressway to the stars. What started as a thermal mining operation in the 60s has now become home to the Omega Space Gun, the world's most affordable way to launch satellites and deep space probes. Our unique Atlantic Ocean location allows for this gigantic coil gun, running longer than a marathon.
I should try doing a run on controller at some point.
Without risk of damaging
See how long that takes me.
combustion. The station spans multiple sites and has a diverse staff of engineers and scientists. Together, they are able to produce, assemble, and launch the world's most sophisticated spacecrafts. In addition to our principal operation, Pathos 2 is also the home for multiple research projects within the marine sciences, including hydroculture, turbulence, and deep-sea construction. We are now leaving Upsilon for Lambda. Lambda is Pathos 2's shipping dock and transportation hub. There, you will be able to find shuttle trains leading to all the other parts of the station.
And transports to the surface. Which is on fire right now. Speaking of different props not being there, this game likes to surprise me. In the past few streams, I've seen a number of props that I've never seen disappear before. all disappear in the space of like 1 or 2 streams. Here we go again. Don't eat 2 dinners. I'll keep that in mind. Why'd you have the first if you had takeaway on the way? Or if it was the other way around, why did you order takeaway if you'd already eaten? Or were going to eat? Oh, come on. That's why you just like grab a bar of chocolate or something. You don't make even more food. No! Use the legs, Simon. I mean, use your legs, Simon. The legs. Use the legs. The special legs. Yeah, Simon. I swear I get worse at these jumps and climbs every time I do this. I find some new way to screw it up. Or some new rock to get stuck on. E.
Alright, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
The sky is pitch black with smoke. The ocean is dark. Incredibly dark. In that distance.
It's not really apparent when I'm running, but I am actually running straight past an enemy there. But they only react if you look at them. So I'm just kind of looking everywhere but them. There they are, they're down below me now. They're not happy.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking.
Just gonna stand here. Stand back a little bit so that he kind of like starts to shake the screen. Then move forward. Hope he teleports. Thank you. This door can be missing here. that door missing is one that we wouldn't allow in runs. It's the time it saves from stopping to open it. However minor, it is still an advantage.
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency vessels.
You can also have this door here be missing, but that one's perfectly fine because you'd never go through it. Ooh, Simon learned how to use stairs.
Here, what are all these emergency? What did you do?
I messed up.
I'm getting better at the quick flip.
Get us out of here?
Yes, yes.
I can't remember which video it was, but
Get a trajectory.
Terra Vortrix, one of the other runners of this game, oh, it fell out again. Basically just pulls it out, flips it, puts it straight back in, like, so quickly.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking.
I can't even rub it against the door and make the door disappear, because no major glitches.
I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be
Despawning the door is not actually counted as a glitch and would actually be allowed in runs.
The WoW is keeping the Curie from
There is unfortunately a chance though that the door will wrap around behind you and push you out of bounds, and you have no control over when that happens.
I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
So you can do it to show off, but it can kill a run, which you definitely don't want.
Station wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact! Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau.
Didn't really give me much time to brace.
Delta, we're dead.
I'm about as braced as I can be, like spread across the front of the shuttle. Ooh, good Curie.
Please remain seated.
Right, do I do new method for Delta or old method? Both of them seem to have just as much chance of killing a run. Why do I do this? I'm spamming left mouse, and as soon as the icon comes up to interact with it, I stop.
You're the rescue team, huh? Good job.
Like, I'm the master at frame perfect not clicking on
I'll find
things.
a way to Theta. Zeppelin's on its way. Better get ready.
Right. Let's try not to get stuck in this thing this time. If I could even make it up there.
That's definitely the Zeppelin.
Well done, Simon. Now get up. Or just drop off. That works too.
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting.
This is the worst place to be.
Like that. Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriate.
Oh.
You think it can get us to Theta?
It's
to cargo transport.
Actually, that's not so bad. It bounced me back again a bit.
Between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
We have to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What?
Come on.
Knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us a chip.
If I could actually click, that would be fantastic. Damn it. Goya's moved. Nope, 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 damn it. No. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh no! Crashed into the pole.
This works.
Damn it.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't...
Sitting through all the cutscenes definitely gets more frustrating in this category.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over
I'll
there
do the
so
old
we get
method.
moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I've already lost enough time.
Thanks.
I've been getting better at this method though, it's still just dumb. There is no good way to get up here. Wait for the Zeppelin to stop turning. There you go. And just bounce in place. That's not the right bounce. And just hope that the map changes at the right time. And we get up here. You need to be basically at the peak of your jump when the map changes, otherwise it'll just push you back down in here again. And that's it, it's over.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have an official leaderboards, but we have occasionally done true glitchless runs. So thank you, Ryan.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop
Drank.
thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer...
You sure you don't mean drank?
But then how can I feel like Simon?
Yeah, how's it going?
How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically...
Yeah, we have done occasional meme runs of a true glitchless category, but it doesn't have an official leaderboard. It takes about 2 hours.
I'm still saying things.
You're good? That's good. Were you streaming just now? I can't remember if it was your schedule tonight. And I'm good.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending...
I'm on okay pace right now, but still have Tau to be worried about. Doing weekdays mostly? Okay.
So I've found a good balance between
I thought you had at least one
Does that mean I should take
weekend
out
day on your
All
schedule.
my thoughts actually making it. Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane? Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
No.
How's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
Sunday. Ah.
Set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside data, okay? See you soon.
It's always good when you forget your own schedule. You go there. Yeah, I made it to Theta for the first time tonight. Alright, place your bets. Door or no door? I'm going to say door. It is no door. Well, shit.
Hello? Anyone there? Okay.
Yeah, Benny, how's it going?
We're here? We're here. Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here.
Oh, I get to
What
pour a
makes
new
this
drink,
one so
actually.
special?
Sweet.
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the art?
How's the
down the
testing
abyss in
been?
the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way. And
Worked
just-
perfectly fine in practice, didn't work as soon as I started to run.
Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, you know...
Which is usually how it goes.
But slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend. It's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes.
But otherwise, I've been good.
Pro fueled by solar panels that could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's...
Also, right, and I like how your first instinct to come into the stream is to check what rewards I've got.
worth doing.
Here
I need
we
to add
go.
some more.
The done bat.
I wanted to add the switch to emote only mode, but I don't have any button to enable that.
It's quarantine.
I might have to get myself a stream deck at some point.
We need a security.
Yeah, it's the first time I got to Theta. Delta killed a run, Curie outside killed a run.
Maybe someone still can tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that.
Those are the only two runs I've got this far.
For you, so you can explore the station.
My first time making it here. I don't have the solution up for the puzzle. Shit.
Thanks, Drummer.
Of course I forgot something.
Be quiet, the proxy listens.
I'll just have to try and wing it and hope I remember it.
No explanations anywhere.
I won't do the possible soft lock. I'll just do the safe route. I think I can remember the puzzle solution. Alright, Mr. Proxy, be nice to me. Don't come stalking over here. He seems to be okay. Where's he going to be on the run back? Ah, he was perfectly fine. That's an ideal proxy. Hello?
job, Simon.
This better have worked. I'm not going down there again.
Good job, Simon. You would say that. You don't have to deal with this shit.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it. There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Come on.
Very promising.
There we go.
I'll just load them up and get the simulator going. There we are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Jump scare.
Here we go. Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you. Have a look around. Maybe he has something we can use to get the cipher.
Eventually, I'll click on the right one there.
Ready to go?
Brandon mentions a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We could trick him into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely.
At least I'm getting better at this bit.
Good job with the intercom. I
He
can
says
manage
immediately
the
forgetting to do
intercom.
that.
What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
I should just not open my mouth.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromae. He's sending you to the new cipher ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's all right. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Now we just wait as we interrogate a simulation.
Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah. That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are?
You have to wait until he says got it.
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still a youth. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
Also, how do you even type that in? I've said this before, but I'm still curious.
There you are. Just warming up the dun back for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it.
What the hell's the fire extinguisher gone?
Everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh.
I'll have to use that one.
Weird. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omni tool can open the door.
Trash it.
And get into the dun back. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Just casually trash the place. Forgot the first drill part. Oh no. Have fun going and playing with Greg again. No, not that one. Oh, right. Yeah, you're not really getting back there. I keep pulling this too far. You shouldn't have been able to get there without that drill part, though. Because you can't get back up the elevator. was only in morgue, which is after the elevator. You shouldn't be able to reach the elevator unless you've got all the drill parts, pretty sure.
Huh? Wait, this isn't. Oh no!
I definitely can, oh dear.
We did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
It's kind of weird. They'd let you, like, be able to not complete the game.
I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's got to be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the
That's
team
fair
get the
enough.
Ark down the abyss in the first place?
Quite a time hit if you're doing it on the timer, though.
The only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to say on the screen. CTEC 2422
Does sound
Chun.
useful.
But because it's corrupted, it's just kind of like scribble 22 Chun.
What is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
Yeah, the Omni tool is like slowly falling apart throughout the game.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
I wish I had 1,231 terabytes of memory. It is heat that you get rid of, right? Because you do that. Oh, dirt road doesn't actually matter. Cool. Do the other half.
Piloting a dummy scan shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real Ark.
Oh, I missed it.
Run the simulation and then hit pause while the code is running. It'll give me a cross-section of the process. Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
So now we know how to get on the Ark, right?
Kind of.
What?
It's just I don't really know what you are. Maybe there's a whole thing around the scan somehow. We need to figure this out before.
What's this thing?
Hey, let me in.
It's just a compound examiner. Koster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you fit inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
Way ahead of you.
Bit of a tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
How dare you?
Should I be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen. Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the Ocutorch, has just been forced through the skull.
A tight fit when you're half wedged in the door, yeah.
The whole construction together.
That was an interesting one.
No. Hold on. Back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me.
She was nice to me.
The Cortex chip is good.
Everyone needs a she was nice to me in their
That
life.
means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a
Best
sound
of both worlds. Hell yeah. That's a confidence booster.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit now?
Yeah, we should get going.
Want to bring this Ark as a backup?
Now that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget to take me with you.
I like trashing rooms in like the small bits of time that you've got to do so. No one needs a Catherine. wouldn't mind a Catherine. In. Up. Out. Thank you. Nope. In. He's going to get me on the way back, though. He always does. Yep, he's not happy. No, come on. Grab it. Close it. Oh, he was miles away. I don't even know where he was. No dummy on the keypad because I did everything in the other room in the right order. If you skip the puzzle where you load the dummy scan, then you don't get, or then you get the dummy text. Or if you do it in the wrong order, wee crunch. That's probably why it never came up in the game. They never fixed it. Like even the most recent version still has that same issue. Because most people playing through are going to have to do it the regular way. They don't usually have a way of skipping that puzzle. Hey, it's time to get chased by proxies. Happy days. Hey, Terrence. Looking beautiful as ever. Have you done something with your hair? Ooh, gold theta tunnels. That was like 2 to 3 seconds better.
Don't move. It's okay.
What?
It's over now. Relax.
Ashley? What are you doing here?
Hanging out like couples do.
We're not...
You don't want me?
Yes, of course, but... What happened?
We fell in love.
Never fall in love, you wake up in a pile of goo. Alright. Proxies. Proxy. Just gonna sneak on over. It's a bottle I just kicked. He didn't seem to care. This door is nice and quiet. The other ones, not so much. Okay, this is the one that gets scary. Like, this one I have to just run past, and if I make any mistake on the run to the door, it's over. Hey, buddy. That never gets better. Hey, Rocco. How's it going? I don't know about that one, but for some reason that first door is a hell of a lot quieter than the others. So maybe? I don't know how they're actually scripted to respond to the doors. Right, I'm not using the new method here because it did not save time at all. Back to the old method. Please walk away. Hell yeah. And go. Oh, I kicked it. Shit. He's going to come and investigate that and I have to run past him. Pump, damn it. He didn't come and investigate. Cool. Good proxies. At least as good as proxies can be. Ooh. What glitches are there and no major glitches? We're allowing things like lean swiping and going out of bounds, so long as you don't go through solid walls in order to go out of bounds. So there's a couple of places in the runs where you can get out of what would be considered like the playable area, but you don't have to go through anything solid to get there. Those are perfectly allowed. It's basically blocking going through solid walls and using any kind of like prop flying or prop abuse. It's what used to be the glitchless category, but people didn't really like calling it that, so we renamed it. Because it was never actually glitchless, it was glitchless. Which I hate that. Unless you specifically put the less part in quotation marks, glitchless is without glitches. Having commands in my channel, I could, but I switch games quite often. Wait for the glitch more category. That's what I usually end up doing. Okay, cool. That was there. I could have commands, but I don't always know like the best way to fit them in a single message in Twitch. And then having like !NMG would work fine if I was running Soma a lot. But then when I switch to another category and that also has an NMG, it might have different definitions and I have to keep managing which one is active. I hate that screen shake.
Catherine?
Yeah, another minor glitch is this one. By solving that puzzle incorrectly, it actually kicks us out of this
We're right
cutscene.
next to Omicron, a smaller building connected to the main.
Which means I can set this up
Did you tell?
No.
while I'm supposed to be listening to Kath.
There's some heavy restrictions on my system.
6866.
Did you find a power suit?
Not yet. Trying to figure out how to get into Omicron, the big building.
So before she's even finished telling us to go and try and find a way of lifting the quarantine, we've already done it.
That's it? You got nothing?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Omicron
That saves 15 seconds
Locked down
just by
campus.
flicking the wrong switch.
He wants us to come inside.
And we want to go inside. What's the problem? Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, I used to have commands for some things. But I don't know, I started running more games. So it became a bit more hard to manage. It's definitely something I'll think about again in the future. Gotta give Nightbot something to do. that was clean. Most of my time save, though, comes down to Tau, which is never fun. Like, Yoshida's just raged at me every single run recently. Ooh, gold outside. Nah, I'm doing any percent again. Shit. At least that door's open now. See what I mean? You lose concentration for like half a second and you start doing old any percent strats. I was about to go and grab the box and clip through a door. Not something I can really do in this category. Check, go in corner. That should do. I run back under the door just to try and steady the chair, because that door comes down with a lot of force, and if you haven't got the chair set up exactly right, it'll just ping off down the hallway and you've lost minutes.
Okay, we need to find you a power suit. You know, so we can go into the abyss without ending up like a recycled can of soda.
You think we'll find one that fits me?
So I like to just have a bit more control over it, try and steady it.
That's been bothering me too. You know how you were transferred from Vancouver?
Toronto.
It can still fuck up now,
How could I forget?
but it's less likely.
So, we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
What?
Look, we already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal. There's got to be something else that can.
I like how Simon, like, he doesn't even lean at this point, he's just doing that, like, sassy head slide.
You saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just
Is a
play
big
along
deal,
for now.
Kath.
If we find something else, then great. If not,
I'm not promising anything.
thank you, Simon. Have a look around the room. This is where they would keep the power suits, if there are any left.
Lucky for us, there happens to be one left. Be nice, chair.
Oh, God. Nice. I found one of the power suits. There's a dead woman inside. At least I think it's a woman. Just like the body we found in the annex. She's missing her head.
If I still had split sounds, I think that would be my goal in this game. Oh god. Nice. That was sloppy. Right, let's go fist a butthole. Hey.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
This is why people still play this game. Hey. Damn it. I got lucky a couple of times doing that one. Ah. Menuing. Menuing is difficult. Hey, lady. Bye, lady. I could open that door on the way back, I guess. Not sure if it's worth it.
What are you doing? We need to get the suit out.
Shut the door, Cap. Lock it up.
What's happening?
Lock the door.
It's locked. What's going on?
Get off.
Managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work. This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Sewer time. Ooh, have fun.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. All right, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
I'm actually impressed there isn't a sewer in this game.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit? You'd go without me.
I guess there is. It's called Theta. At least the proxies look like they came out of a sewer.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current cortex. That's everything. You can
I wasn't sure which one I
Let's
clicked.
activate the power suit. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
That's always annoying. You solve puzzles like that purely through muscle memory, but if you click into the screen and it clicks one of the buttons immediately, you have no idea how to solve it. You got to work out what state it's in and what you've got to do to rectify it.
Copy completed.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just,
Why was it still talking?
it's the same.
Why was it still talking? Simon, that's
Still
you.
talking.
That's how
You're an it.
What do you mean?
Moron. Oh, I don't need to wait for that one.
What are you doing? We need to get the suit activated.
Have a seat. I probably waste time taking this chair with me, but whatever. Wee.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the cloud, please.
sure thing.
Let's see where our chair is.
It's done love,
Where are you,
right?
chair?
And I woke up in the right body.
Where is it?
Copy. I'll never experience my journey, the full journey.
Did I miss it?
How could he?
might have thrown it too
Wish
far.
you'd done a better job.
That's a probe.
Basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron.
Well, no chair.
I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful.
Who likes 7-minute cutscenes?
And you wouldn't mind? Why would you?
Not this guy.
How can you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open.
Still like 25 minutes to go.
The first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods.
That said, the only thing that makes me not hate doing this run and going through this cutscene every time, I do like this cutscene.
Comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do until Ross appears. It's the best bit.
Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted.
Afterwards, before the climber stops, what, just like the waking up and having to wait for it to arrive.
If we make it to the Ark, would it be any different?
Why couldn't Simon have just like blacked out for 20 seconds longer? So he just wake up at the bottom.
Make new friends? I'm sure everyone would like to know the time travel.
Speaking of blacking out.
If not, you still have...
Spooky.
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Me, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped...
Never wakes up, run over.
Up for a moment.
Ross just scares him too much.
Pressure. He's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes. But generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up.
It'd be a unique experience, but it could be kind of terrible to actually play it because of how long it would take. But it'd be interesting to have a run where, as you play through it, there are scripted events where you die, or like there are areas where if you do things wrong, you can die. And if you do so, you get like a bad ending, like the credits roll.
That'd be the worst.
And then the game starts over, but you go into that next section knowing where the death point was. So you can try and like find some way of avoiding it, and you get to play more game the second playthrough. It'd be a cool experiment, but done wrong, it would be terrible.
You did it. You did it. I will make preparations.
Because say it was like a 3-hour game and you had a fake credit roll every like 30 minutes. You'd have to play 30 minutes, then an hour, then an hour and a half on top of what you've already played. And hit my mic, I apologize. Like, for a 3-hour run, you'd end up be playing it for like 9 hours.
What happened?
Most of it would be repeat content.
Cage knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw
Trip
itself
over,
down.
bang your head on Munchie's chair, roll credits. Just like, yep, Simon died.
I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was gonna kill you for sure. Glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good. Not sure the climber could take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following your old footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for town and find that ark.
I mean, I guess the concept ends with your final playthrough basically being Final Destination, the game, where you know everything that's going to happen to you, so you know how to avoid it. But the journey to that point is kind of... there's no good way of doing it. But that final playthrough would be cool because you can be the master of your destiny, knowing, oh, like, something's going to come through the door and kill me, so I'm just going to hide for like 10 seconds so it goes past. Or I need to wait a little bit longer before crossing this road so a truck doesn't run me over. Where the hell is that texture seam? Oh, there it is. I don't know how apparent it is on stream, but you see the glow of the things above me, like up at this level? Over here you can see like a faint black shape in that glow every now and then. Like just very faintly there's like this weird black blob. That's what I'm keeping in my vision because that is where Tau is. So I'm now just running straight towards it. But it's really difficult to see if you don't know what you're looking for. I don't know how easily that shows up on stream. Like right where I'm looking, there's like a weird black shape. It's getting bigger as I get closer to it. As things tend to do. It's almost like perspective's a thing. Right, now I can see the hill that I want to climb up. Spider caves. Whee! Alright, how's Yoshida gonna treat me? Not really looking forward to this. I think he's gonna whack me again. Get in, Simon. What do you think? Whack or safe? Pretty sure he's going to whack me because he has every other run. I was starting to consistently get past him in practice, but as we saw earlier, that means nothing in an actual run. Let's go. Once the loading finishes. Only 20 seconds ahead, no pressure. 20 seconds to save.
Never been happier to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
If this run goes well, I'll do something different tomorrow. Like all WoW flowers or something. Because I'm pretty happy with this run on the whole. We'll see. If he hits me, I'll probably do this again tomorrow. Be nice, Yoshida. No, he's not happy. Fuck's sake. Come on, let me through. I think it puts him in that room. 'Cause it's locked at the moment, but you'll see that light turns green in a sec. Or he's to my right. Never mind. Don't care about taking damage. So I'm already limping like hell. Open. Oh, don't tell me it's stopped halfway. Move, chair. A chair is the final enemy. I do hope the thing made it up here. Okay, it did.
You.
Sorry, Sarah, you're dead. Down you come. Come on. Open. Please. Thank you. That could have been so much better. That and a good prop here would have been like a low 131. Still a definite chance of a 131 though. I can still save time here. Nope. Simon, under. He doesn't like jumping, he doesn't like crouching. And he definitely doesn't like jumping and crouching at the same time. It just melts his brain. Not a fan of brain scans either. Is anyone? Hey! Finally! It's not even that difficult. You just pick it up and put it back down again in a certain spot. It just... the shape of that and the amount of geometry that's around it. It just wants to get stuck all the time. Get up. It's not over yet, though. I can fail this jump multiple times. Ooh, just made that one. I got caught on the lip. You literally have, like, half an inch worth of jump left to get over that. No, come on. That was okay. This should be a 131 though. I don't know if I want to go back to doing this tomorrow. I've only streamed this 3 nights and it's already kind of taking its toll on me. This category is brutal if you let it be. Gold? Ooh. That's a welcome change.
This has to be fun.
Juicy indeed.
Hope the Ark made it here in one piece. Catherine, can you hear me?
I hear you. This is Vi. What happened to Tab?
A lot, actually. But we're back on schedule now.
So in terms of major time saves, it's basically just Tau
I
now
lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to 5.
that I know of.
Should be around somewhere.
That's great.
I'm still missing like 2 minutes somewhere else. It's behaving Yoshida. They're hard to come by.
Alright, Vi is up and running.
And droop. Don't break your legs. Usually a bad thing to do.
Did you find out what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'll be able to repair one of
You want to make sure you pick this up before picking the Ark up, because you can't do it in the other way. You can't pick this battery up if you have something in your hands.
them. Alright. Found the Ark.
Good job, Simon. Now we just need to find the assembly space so we can stuff the Ark into a shell.
But anything small, you basically just stuff in your suit pocket. Because, you know, these suits have pockets,
Alive.
right?
Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments.
Just kind of casually dance around Kath.
What day?
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m.
On it.
Is that it?
I'm really not
Let's see if he says it this
guns
time.
of any size. Oh, here we go.
I think that was quick enough.
Lock and load.
Come back up and we'll head out to the gun.
Now what?
Now we
Oh,
just need to get the shell into the gun and then kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting
he's
something?
too shy now.
How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
I have 3 seconds to save here. I think my arc inside was a gold last night. Sploosh. Thing is, seeing a split that's minus 50, I know I can do a lot better at this category. That makes me want to keep going. But Jesus Christ, it's rough. It's the same for anyone going from this category to any percent. The sudden change of mindset is very difficult to handle. I just want to clip through everything. I'm not used to dealing with AI.
Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat. Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Push button, kill Catherine, run to finish.
There we go.
It's quite the checklist.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
Here we go. No turning back.
She gonna dead soon.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
Seconds. 9, 8,
I like all the moving parts on the gun.
6,
You gotta be kidding me!
They put a lot of detail into that.
4, 3, 2,
Yes! Fuck yeah! We made it!
Also, now it's been fired, watch all of the little like round red lights in the ceiling as they all start to like fail and fade. Everything gets dark and dim.
Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing.
Just everything shuts down.
They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we
Yeah,
still
and
here?
after a while the darkness starts creeping in from the distance.
I'm telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know
Going
how it
dim
works.
to match
You
Simon.
copied onto the Ark, you just didn't carry over.
If they were matching Simon, they'd always be dim.
Both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man.
Or occasionally one might flicker for a little while and come on, and then immediately turn off again.
We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine Simon are both safe on the Ark, be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry.
Enjoy the sewer.
I'm proud of what we did.
Try saying that after you've had a few runs under your belt.
Of the hundreds of thousands
Also
of
drink.
years of human history survive, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck
Drink.
you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark.
50 seconds ahead, yeah.
I didn't lie. I can't be responsible.
Tau inside was still mean. Tau escape was pretty nice to me.
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
Made you happy? Ooh. Yeah, the jump around the corner is very difficult. Even if you make it over, you can get a really good boost off it and then just like fall off the side. And I'm losing time because of that.
Whoa.
Pressing escape for too long.
Did it work?
Kind of annoying. Still should be less than 2 seconds lost. So that should still be a -50. Taking a very tight line to just try and squeeze that back. I can't make up 2 seconds in this. This split takes a minute. Like, every time.
Catherine! I can't
131.40.
believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
Yeah, Cataclysm, thanks for the GG. Thanks, everyone. Everything's alright now. Indeed. Still annoyed at that Tau inside, though. But, PB'd. I don't know if I want to do this again tomorrow. I do want to keep going with this category. I know I can bring that time down further. It's taking its toll on me. I rage a lot more at this category than I do at any percent. And any percent I have far less time to save, but I'm far more comfortable with it. This one, like, you get to the end, and if Yoshida's stood in the wrong place in Tau, that's it. There's nothing you can do about that. You are losing time regardless. And it's not your fault. I don't like that. With any percent, apart from the occasional blip in the physics engine, if you're losing time, it's because you screwed up, not the game. I like that comfort. Or maybe that's just me. It's kind of weird to say that you like to be the one to blame, but yeah. I don't think that moves me up a spot yet, though. I think Kratos a 130 something. Or I might be a few seconds off if he's a 131. Stop recording. Let's have a look. New tab, speedrun.com. 131.28. Oh my god. Really? Really? Fuck. 12 seconds off. I can do that. I can do 12 seconds. Now, I'm in third place for this category, and if I'd saved another 12 seconds, I would have tied second place. So I'm so close to getting my second place back. Damn it. Ooh, Mad David beat the world record in Half-Life 2 Old Engine. GG. I guess I'll keep going with this tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last stream of doing this for a week, because next week, Thursday through Sunday, I want to do some Insane Trilogy casual playing. When I find Cosmic Yoshida, it went well. Like, Yoshida is either it goes well or he hits you. You can't tell until you get there, and as soon as the door opens and you see where he stood, you know roughly how it's going to go. So you either get a good run and a good Yoshida, or a bad run and a good Yoshida, or a good run and a bad Yoshida, and then you rage quit. If you get a bad run, it usually doesn't make it to Yoshida, but occasionally it can still make it there, and you usually get a bad Yoshida. They usually go hand in hand. But that is going to be it for me tonight. I will do more of this tomorrow, though. But, because he was in earlier, and it's a game that I run. Oh, God, that's loud. Yeah, shut up. I'm going to throw you over to Cal, who's doing Driver San Francisco. It's a game that I've run a few times. He holds the world record, and he's derusting it at the moment. So feel free to go say hi to him, and I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to... There's a fair people here. I'm going to raid instead. So, Twitch. That's the wrong thing. Create a dashboard. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you tomorrow.